Well, today I'm gonna decided what to do. I'm gonna cut out these firewall and this piece here and make me a frame. So that means I gotta mount my body on here. I've just cut and welded one bracket here. I'll put another one here in the back. I've got the little piece over there in the corner that I need to put in so I can get this body pretty solid and braced where I want it to go. Now I'll squirt a little primer on this and cut me another bracket for here. They can't be too thick because I've got a plywood that's going on it. There's me a nice sheet of plywood. I put Varathane on this morning and let it dry so it'll be waterproof. And then I can start cutting me a floorboard and everything up for this. This brace here, I decided to just take it instead of right here, take it completely across to the frame because that's the center part here. This will give me a little more strength all over the place. It'll be a little stronger than the other. I'll have to notch my wood a bit when I go to put the floor in because it'll be a little warped, but I think the seat's going to go on this part here, so it won't make much difference. I'll just weld it in and cut it off there and go on to the next one. Yeah, I got my brace on, ground up a bit, painted, threw a couple bolts in it. It's just I want to hold this frame on. It's pretty solid. Next thing I'm going to do is cut up pieces of my tank there that I don't need and try to get this whole area cleaned up and then determine how much of this firewall I'm going to cut out. Yeah, that took a few grinding wheels and a lot of hot burning things in the face, but I've got it cut off pretty cleanly here. I'm going to leave this section in here. That'll give it a little more strength, and it don't look too bad. I might even put a few more bolts in it here to make it even stronger. I've got this cross brace in it right here that's going from one side to the other. That's what's holding the frame level. I think I've got enough room in here to put that 1/2 inch steel. I can cut a little more of this off, I suppose, if I have to, right here on the top. But it looks like I might be able to take this right to the rear edge of the front cowl. I'll take a look at the front and see. Yeah, it looks like I could take it right in here to this top corner, but I don't think that's necessary. I think if I cut this like a 1/2 inch below, that'll give me room to bolt it through my square tube there. Down here we've got it just bolted into this, or welded into that, and my tube will be all the way to the outside. I think I might cut a piece out of this for now and just leave a piece there that's holding it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here, but I'll figure it out and mark it. Then I can cut this cowl out. Yeah, give me a good start on having a nice firewall. Once I get that tube frame in, I can see from there how to mount it. Oh, just looking at this firewall thing, rather than trying to get a fancy cut, which is going to be difficult, I got 3/4 of an inch here to bring this straight down. This pipe will actually fit behind this welded on bracket, which would be in this area. Sorry about the camera bounce, but I'm doing this one-handed. Yes, see, this will go right here. Let me clamp this. This will go right here. Come forward a little bit, but I can run this straight down from here. It'll be right in front of that firewall. Then I can run me just one straight brace up to here. I can make a curved part here. Maybe one more here in the center, from here to here. Might be better to put two, put one here and one here. That would be best. Got to give it a little more strength because I'm going to have a lot of brake pressure on this firewall here. And then I could just not have to worry about a fancy cut here in the top or anything. I just cut it up, and then one solid piece of steel will go over the top of it. And I can weld it right here on this lip. I think I got enough steel here. I got about another 6 feet. It's enough to go across the top probably and make me 2 vertical braces. We'll see. I think I got enough here to do something, enough to weld it up and cut these braces out down here on the bottom. We'll have a see. I got me a piece in here, nothing fancy, no compound, well, no compound curves, but decent curve in it. It's clamped in. I wanted to weld this onto the body and weld this onto the frame, but I got to be able to take the body off. So that presented me a bit of a problem. But I think I won't have any trouble with it if I make this whole frame here. I'm going to weld it. I've got to cut these, you know, basically. But I can weld this all in as part of the, weld it here across on the top here for the body, and make this whole bracket and frame all the way down here to the bottom, all part of the body. I shouldn't have any trouble at all. In fact, that might be best welding it just like that and let that set in a little bit. That's what I'll do. That way I won't have anything that water can get in. I would rather weld it square across here. Yeah, that'll look better. But I've got a bit of an offset here, and I think that it'll look better if I just bring it down like this and weld that right onto the thing there. I'll have an open part, but I can always fill that up and grind it off or something, weld it up. And then I'll put a piece of angle iron back in here. And this gap, of course, this will all be gone when I cut out this frame. And then bolt it right through here. I think 2 long bolts on each side. That way this whole bracket and frame and everything will all be part of the body. And I can unbolt it here and take it off. It's really not going to have a lot of strength as far as up and down because it doesn't weigh that much. But it'll brace it side to side, tweaking to a large degree. And I think this will be just the way to go. Even though So anyway, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna weld me up a bracket that's part of the frame and just let it set on the bracket that's part of the body here, and then I'll just let it set on the frame. I'll get it, make sure it's all level. Then I'll have to get some more steel and finish it up.